is the stream up?
Yeah, we are going.
Wonderful. Then
Oh.
in this case, Fudge, please give us the recap.
On the last episode of Eve of Ruin, boom, 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 we started off by going into this portal thingy. Wait, that already happened. We went through the portal thingy, and we fought some guys in a valley. A bunch of scary robot men who were murdering and stabbing innocent non-robot people, but who were also robot-y, because it was AI-generated automatons. Ooh. Yes. And we're all, hey, where do we go now? You guys know words. We're looking for a little doodad. And they're like, hey, we know a doodad. It's up at this windmill. But we don't trust you that much, so we're gonna need some trust. And we're like, it's fine. Trust us by giving you our healer. And we pawned off Alphanike and left her behind with these three very unsuspicious robot men and women. Caliph, Lynn, Greason, Alphanike, they're there in the back, and we left them behind. And then we went on our way to the windmill. Everything was going fine. We were walking up this hill, and then we came across a strange. Oh God, what was it? There was we were following the lake for a long time. It was a nice lake, and we were following it. Or was it a river? It was a river of horrible goo. Maybe robot blood, I'm not sure. But yes, we followed this river, and then we looked left, and looked right, and looked left, and the river's gone, god dang it. Who was in charge of navigation? Looks around. Oh wait.
It was me.
Yes, Alfie was not there, the person who's actually good at survival checks. Tragedy. We got lost, and encountered a little valley filled with giant robot monster bears, and we're like, DM, we can just fly. And that's literally all we did. We flew away using Killaway and a magic broom. We just kind of flew away. It was incredible.
Yeah. I want you to know that right before I rolled a natural 1 on survival, Saren said, as the highest level wisdom-based cleric in this party, I think I should be the one to roll this survival check.
It was an epic amount of karma.
Yes, we trust. We're like, yes, we were like, that checks out. We don't have we don't have Alfie here, but Saren is a cleric, and clerics know the way. What's the worst that could happen? And nothing bad actually happened, because we all have flight, because we're absolutely terrible goobers who don't need to deal with that nonsense on the ground no more. And so we flew away. The bears kind of clawing up this little wall and being really pouty britches because they can't fly. Tough tater tots. Learn to fly. Bear, creature, whatever those were. Were they bullets or bear? I don't know what they were. But yes. And so we continued on, finally finding the river a second time, and approached the windmill. There was a bunch of shadows around, and a statue in the middle covered in nice colorful streamers and artistic decorations. And Arg remembered nothing. He walked up to the statue trying to piece together the religious vibes, the mechanical vibes, everything about it, and he remembered nothing. However, a figure approached, purple and decked in colorful streamers just like the statue, and she was all, hello, Arg, I know who you are. And it was like, oh damn! Who are you? I know nothing. Even with history and mental checks reaching the high 30s, I remembered nothing of this creature, this Morforge named Mercy, who knew him perfectly well and everything about him. Terrifying. It was revealed to us that Arg's name actually means something. It is an acronym, for Automated Adaptive Reassembly Guardian Hybrid. Ooh. Ooh.
I'm glad you like it.
Yeah. It's good. So he was a warrior. He was trained to kill people.
We actually don't know that. She's just like, I know what you are. You're my little buddy. You're our best friend. Have you finally come back? For some reason that your cleric in the party is wearing like robot Hitler on her outfit for some reason, and we're like, no, no, no. She just thought the symbol looked cool, and so yes, we've discussed that technically the Lord of Blades or Man of Blades is we stopped with the Hitler references. He's now like cybernetic or whatever the thing from Terminator was. I forgot the word.
Skynet. Skynet.
Skynet.
Skynet.
She's Skynet. No Hitler references. She's yes. It's like wow. Why is that lady over there wearing literal Skynet on her armor? That's like super offensive? It's like it's okay. She just thought it looked cool, and it is kind of cool. It's just a sword, I think, or it was a weird. I don't remember the symbol. It was like a sword with faces and spooky.
Right. Oh.
So yes,
Okay.
we rolled up to this village of scared little robots and a warforged wearing battalion gear, and they're like, "Oh dang, are you with them now?" Oopsie, no, we're not. And she invited us inside her little home. And below, in this windmill, underneath the windmill, was a pile of junk, completely worthless junk with no value whatsoever to us Warforged. Terrible things like gilded jewels and gold and trinkets. Terrible metals to work with. You can barely replace a single part in your body. It's awful, terrible, useless junk. And underneath the crypt, filled with useless, sparkling trinkets, was also a bunch of corpses of Warforged all around us, sitting around. And we were chatting. Oh yeah, we also flashbanged someone, I believe. That was important.
Everybody flashbanged Saren.
That's right. Sarah was trying to like look at something because her helmet was on. She couldn't see through it, and we're like, "Hey, I have a flashlight. So do you." And we all blinded her.
It was actually because she realized that she doesn't have dark vision, and she was like, "Alpha Nike, my regular course of dark vision, please." Alpha Nike? Alpha Nike, where are you?
There's just like a trace outline beside her.
Oh, Rem, I can barely hear you.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
That's-
I turned you up. I got it now.
But yes, a lot of lore was revealed about Arg. He is this creature that supposedly has deep ties to Eberron, but he remembers none of it. None of it! For some reason, Mercy knows all about it, and she's like, "Hey, buddy, you'll fight for us. You'll stay here, right? You'll help save our little community. We're non-combatants. We don't like fighting. Fighting is bad and scary and terrible." And we're like, "Totally. We're totally gonna help with that because we don't fight anything anymore." Wait, never mind. We're actually fighting a lot of things. And she's like, "Hide in the basement. I hear rumbling." Boom, boom, boom. She goes outside, and there is a, I guess, party consisting of about 12 or so blades who are serving the Lord of Blades, of course, and they're like, "Hey, give us that doohickey. Give us that spear of power. That," I gotta remember the name. Oh my god, I can't. Yes, the name of the thingy that's very important.
Docent.
Docent! God dang it, yes. The docent is very, very important. It is a living creature. It is religious and powerful and beautiful, and everything needs this docent to live. In fact, this docent is what pilots these massive drones. Also, apparently, ARGs pilot these massive drones in tandem with the docent. We might have a mech fight in the future. That'll be amazing.
Oh, shit.
But yes, the Lords of
Yes.
Blades have their own working automaton mech. And they threatened to crush Mercy, our purple BFF, and her little friendly group of, I guess, monk-like. Are they monks?
You see?
There's something. They're non-aggressive, peaceful, warforged, and this mean old baddie's like, "I'm gonna crush you with my big old robot if you don't give me that docent." And we're like, and we're sitting in the basement thinking to ourselves, but if we give him the docent, then he has 2 robots. And it's like, that's kind of a bad deal altogether. But what can we do? They have a robot and we don't. Wait! We can go and get our own robot. Our own massive automaton of steel and power and beams and lard and power and strength. It'll be beautiful. And we left off taking a nap in this robot hole, which is filled with junk and worthless trinkets.
Hmm.
And I believe that's all I remember.
That's correct.
Our questioning his identity. Oh, what am I? Am I a machine or a man or a robot? Or am I just a little monkey?
Do I
in a
have a
pilot suit?
soul?
Do I have a soul? And Mercy's like, tee
Am I a plankton in a jar piloting a giant mech?
Yes. And for some reason, no one noticed this because Alfie wasn't there to take notice, but the docent looks suspiciously like a circular spear hole that might exist upon Arg somewhere, but no one's remembering that because Alf's not here.
Shapes! They must align!
Yes.
All right.
That is where we
Thank
left
you
off.
for the recap. Anything anybody wants to add? I do believe we ended off with Crew. There was this very poignant question asked because Kalith, she says she wants a docent that the Warforged stole from her, quote unquote, and she wants it back because she wants to sell it in the city for money to support her own people. And Ark went into a whole philosophical thing about it's our Warforged soul. Would you sell me? And then Crew was like, yeah, I would. That's what.
No. Cruel looked at Arg and said no, but then side-eyed Ben.
Yes, so we left off
That's
with
exactly
Crew,
right, yeah.
Yeah, Crew eyeing Ben with I can sell you, and Kiloway is I can eat you, and everybody taking a nap as these Warforged lay down to watch you all. Night has passed. In the morning, Alphanike, let's start with you for a bit.
Alright.
As I told you, you were left behind to care for the wounded, and with your skills, there is no trouble in caring for them. However, after about half a day, they got really anxious, and they urged you on to accompany them towards this windmill. However, as you come closer, whatever sun rises over the moorland casts very little light upon this area. The first thing that you notice as you come upon this windmill, even from afar, is chanting and music. It is soft and deep, has definitely a religious undertone to it, and you can quickly make out several voices singing as if one. The mercenaries, the Siren soldiers, they say they will camp outside of this village as they do not want any more trouble with Warforged. However, they urge you on to check up on your party and make sure this promise is kept. As you may put yourself, you may come join the party whenever you see fit. For the rest of the party, the morning comes and you all get awoken by this religious chanting coming from outside.
I think Sarah
Well-
looks all bleary-eyed, and she's kind of looking around, and she squints over and just kind of jostles Tell. Tell, you awake?
Tell kind of startles awake, and what is that?
The chanting? I'm sorry, I don't know, but I did want to ask. Since you're the least morally compromised of our party now that Alphanike is not here, Tell, did I do the right thing when I left her with those people?
At the mention of being the least morally compromised, Tell kind of like raises an eyebrow. And he says, well, I mean, it was questionable, but I think She knows her way around. She'll catch up. I think it was all right, and she definitely was going to help those wounded refugees as well. So I think it was okay.
Okay. Well, it's just... You know, This is hard for me to say, but... Alphanike's our healer. She's our healer. Not that group's. And... Look, after last night... I think we might need her.
Tell Dots. He says, yeah, I think we definitely do.
Well, I'm gonna tell her that when she gets back. Tell her how much she means to all of us. And then Cern walks outside.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Outside, I assume Tel and Cruel also follow at some point.
Yeah, I think hearing the chanting and seeing Saren walking out, I think we would walk out, or Tel would walk out as well.
Yeah, cool. But
Because Art doesn't need full sleep, I think he'd already be outside just kind of watching this go down. Because he has centuries rest or something like that.
Yes, you sleep 2 hours less than everybody else. That's true.
Yeah, so he'd be out here already, just kind of watching it, trying to figure out what it means.
Mm-hmm. As you watch it at about sunrise, all of these Warforged led by Mercy come around the statue, and you see they start holding hands, and they don't open their mouths too widely, and it is definitely like some sort of recording that they are emanating from themselves while they try to kind of sway back and forth in the rhythm of this song. And you see, as it goes on and on, it definitely has a very ritualistic vibe to it. And one after the other, each of them pulls out like a piece of junk. Well, for you, it's just ribbons. For Saren, yes, they are junk. They are rags found in any ruins, clothing torn apart, and then they go up there, they make a knot, and they toss it onto this statue repeatedly, so it sticks. And more the statue gets like a lot of these ribbons. This goes on for about 15 minutes. At which point their song comes to an end, and then Mercy turns to all of you and say, "Good morning. I have prepared food for the organics." And then she points like at a plate lying on this stone, which is not appetizing looking food. It's just whatever can be deemed edible on a plate. And then she sees Alphanike and says, "Hello, I am Mercy. Welcome to Ilos."
Hello, Mercy. Thank you for the warm welcome. Your songs of praise guided me here. And then she looks over, and then she sees her other two party members, well, except for you because Vin is there. And she's going to like do a wave over at Saren, and then she's going to go over by the rocks near Ard. Oh goodness, Owlbear. And then she will sit by here.
Mm-hmm.
Aw. Yes, I think Saren says, I'm gonna tell Alphanike how much she means to all of us as soon as I see her. Walks outside. Ugh! Alphanike, you look terrible. Did you sleep?
Hi, good morning, Saren. Very little. I did get to eat before leaving. They were kind enough to give me that. However, there was much to be done in the village. They are of great need. Very great need.
Well, I hope you remember next time that we also need you. I know I'm the one who
Huh?
told you to go with them, but also, how dare you? Then she sidles up,
No.
kind of gives her a little brush on the arm, which is the most affectionate gesture she's ever made in her life.
I'm glad you miss me to an extent, Saren.
Ugh!
No. How have you guys been? I see you have made some very good friends. They seem like the peaceful type, very much unlike the ones I met. How? What's the situation? Did I lose everybody?
No, no,
Right,
yeah,
Saren ran away.
guys, go ahead.
Yeah, I think Tell would step over and give Alfie a hug, welcome her back, and would give her the rundown on. I mean, if you want me to recap everything, Fudge, just recap. I will. But give her the rundown on what we saw and what the situation is.
Yes. What Fudge? I think I said it last time that this group that came by gave Mercy 24 hours, but a small retcon they gave Mercy 48 hours.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's
So they say 48 hours. We'll come back and you have to hand over the docent, or we're gonna stomp on you.
And this Mercy does have the docent, or does she not?
Mercy stands over there and says, "Yes, I do, but I have no intention of handing them over. They will enslave whatever soul remains inside and force them to fight. We wish
I
to
see.
build a shrine for them underneath this wonderful building so they may rest in peace.
Would it be against your ethics to utilize this docent in order to protect yourselves and your people?
We no longer partake in violence of any kind. If
I
he
see.
comes, we will pack up and run."
Intel kind of looks at Alfie as Mercy saying this and says, "Yeah, and therein lies why we need to protect them. It's their only form of protecting themselves is running, and that is certainly not sustainable, given the region that we're in."
I do not. Well, I suppose there's only one way to solve the issue. We must destroy the people coming after them. Although I fear it might not be sustainable either, for if this Lord of Blades has the resources at his disposal, he could just eternally send after them. Would there be another organization around here somewhere with just as much resources or power that you could join arm in arm?
Not that I know of. We want to make a peaceful home. So far, this glaive who has come yesterday is the only one making trouble. We hope that if he does not succeed, if she does not succeed, we are too insignificant for the Lord of Blades to care about. We simply want to stay here and rest. We have asked your friends to protect us, and in return, we can point you to the location of what you seek, a artifact of great renown, the one in the keeping of my former creator.
And that would be the people's docent?
No, I don't think you are looking for a docent. Are you not looking for the gray matter engine? Powered by a
I see.
otherworldly artifact.
Oh, they know about the Rod of Seven Parts. Alright. Um, that is fair. Thank you very much. We definitely need that. Um, but, however, I must ask, did your docent, the one of which you build a shrine to, did it originally belong to a group of people not so far away from here?
They belonged to the Warforged. We scavenged them from fallen colossi.
I see. This is quite a conundrum. However, Mercy, if my party hasn't already agreed, I am very certain we can help you get rid of a couple of Lord of Blade Warforged. Thank you for housing them for this long.
I thank you. Whatever I can do. We have prepared food. And then Mercy goes over, takes the tablet, and brings it over to you. You can see it's like a piece of old cheese with all the moldy but parts chopped off, and a big loaf of, an uncut loaf of very old bread, and a pitcher of semi-clean water. And Mercy presents this all to you all very proudly.
Alphanica will, yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, uh, Tell like graciously like takes it, gives a little bow, and then like turns around to Alfie and is like, anything you could do to clean this up a little bit?
In terms of sustenance, I have rations. I can't produce food or water right now. No.
Why?
Oh.
I can flavor for you if you like.
Because you're that.
Yeah, tell Nods. He's like, yeah, that's what I'm after. I'll eat it, but yeah.
Sure. Cern will cast a prestidigitation on Tell's biscuit to make it taste like unflavored gruel.
Ew. So it is an Aragorn gift. That's perfect.
Yeah, Tell is like excited to take a bite and because he knows it's been prestidigitated, and he like takes a bite and he just like and he's like trying to contain it because he wanted to be polite to Mercy, and then he just glares at Saren.
Saren telepathically relays to you, I flavored it like unflavored gruel.
Tell like through a cough, like trying like really hard to like swallow it down. It's just like, yeah, I can tell.
Mercy says, he gives you, she gives you the entire tablet, says, enjoy, and then walks off.
Alright, after she walks off, Saren casts Create Confections into you.
Okay.
Accept my apologies, Tell.
Tell smiles. Yeah, it's a little more like it. Thank you.
Good. And Saren will kind of look around and try to subtly pass Alphanike a cup of tea without anyone else except Alphanike seeing.
I would like you to make a sleight of hand check.
That's a
not bad.
15.
Tell sees it, for sure. So does Ark. The only one who doesn't see it is Cruel.
Damn. Saren doesn't say
Yeah,
anything, just
Alpha
briskly
Nico-
passes them over.
Yeah, Alphanica will take the teacup, and then she'll sit for a minute and she'll like nod to Saren. Like, thank you.
Saren runs away. And she will grab a little
Mom.
breakfast for herself and take one over to Kiloway.
Goodness. What happened while I was away? Did something particularly damning happen, or do you guys really just miss me?
Yeah, what, guys?
Ben will walk up and give Alphanique the death hug. You'll then,
Wow.
you'll then try and pick her up and put her down like 5 feet away.
That was nice, Arn. Your pistons worked very well.
I did not do that.
Oh, Ben. Very good, Ben. I will definitely bless you if I have the slots for you. So, do we have a plan of attack? Or of some kind? I have to be honest, guys. The villagers' claim was that the docent was stolen from them. I I trust that they are in dire need. But I believe they were planning to sell the docent. That means that there is someone out there with the resources to at least give them some form of longevity in their village if they have the currency for it. Fudge! Fudge! Fudge!
Tell holds his hand up at the mention of well, it being stolen and them wanting to sell it. And he says, I got a funny feeling. She definitely wasn't telling us the whole story. There's something else going on there. I don't know that this was stolen from them. I think they do need money, but I don't think they were being honest about why.
Right. And honestly, in a place like this, would you even really need currency of any kind? I don't know if there is any kind of real economy going around here,
I'm not sure either.
especially with a lack of resources.
I don't even think it'd be very convenient if we could just find a large stash of cash in a big pile somewhere, but we're sadly unable to find such a thing.
Yes, morally, there's
No.
no way that we could find an unattached pile of coins that we could give to them as some kind of compromise.
Tell holds his hand up
Really
again
unfortunate.
and raises an eyebrow at Ark and says, well, there what? I mean, we'd have to keep some of it for ourselves, of course, but there is a giant pile of gold in there. And he points at the windmill.
Tell those those resources are hardly usable.
Yes, I think that the individuals that we had met on the road would be much more pleased with an offering of many gears and cogwheels and... No, okay, let's do that. Let's give them the jewels and whatnot.
Of course, if Mercy doesn't mind, I believe this is their pile.
I think that it's functionally unusable for them, and they probably benefit from knowing that those individuals won't come after the docent again. Peace of mind.
And Tell nods and says, yeah, Mercy's basically given us free reign over that. She said they don't need it.
That's absolutely perfect. Can Ben store so much, quote-unquote, useless junk to give to the organics that require?
Well, I'm sure he can. He's kind of empty right now. There's a gun in him.
Well, at least we have a plan for the villagers. What about our plan for the evil Warforged? The ones that are aligned with this Lord of Blades.
I think the first thing we need to do is visit Arg's old home. There might be many answers and solutions.
Yes, Mercy recommended we go to that big one over the yonder. Didn't she say tell us to go to like a robot or something? Or
Yes, she did. She did point in a direction towards the east. And she says she will give you more information in the morning. Because you guys were like very beaten, and Tell was still like he wasn't bloody, but his clothes was still blood stained. So she let you guys rest first. She's just hanging around, scavenging in the area, not doing much.
she like lifts up a rock. There's a pile of gold underneath it. Useless. Puts it back down.
Yeah. And the pile is canon now because Mercy also has a pile, and she literally called it worthless.
So in the morning, that means that we still have a day of rest
No, that's
here
now.
because we
That's
have
now.
48 hours. That's
So,
now. Okay.
so yesterday, the glaive came by and said, in 48 hours we're gonna stomp you. And Mercy asked the group to, help, and whatever information you guys want about it. There is, she mentioned one colossus that's a bit special. It's the only one not looted yet, and that was hers and Ark's old home.
Let's
And
go
she
ahead
can
and
point you to
yes.
that area if you want.
Let's go ahead and get ready to set out. As the second highest wisdom-based caster in this group, I think I should make the survival check.
You know what? You go for it, Saren. I'll help you out, I promise. And then when she says that, she's going to take out a diamond worth 300 gold pieces. And then she's going to go to you, Saren, and she's going to try and put it on your hand and says,
Oh,
although I am confident you can't cast Revivify,
oh,
however, I'll be there whenever you need me to. And she'll
Um,
put the diamond in your hand.
oh. Alphaniki, that's really sweet of you. And then she kind of leans a bit closer and conspiratorially whispers, actually, maybe it'd be better if I help you on this navigation. I'm coming to realize that, well, it's hard for me to say this, but I'm not the best at everything. What I'm saying is, there are things that you're better at than I am. Don't tell anyone else, it can be our little secret.
Alright, sure thing. That'll be our little secret. Thank you so much, Sarah. That's so sweet.
Oh,
But I must say, you
thank
are
you for thanking
very
me.
good at what you are good at.
I will be very good at turning these diamonds to some kind of crazy spell that does damage, which I have 1,000 of already. Take this back.
Oh, alright. Sure, thank you. And then
Use
she'll
it to save our
lock it
actual
away.
lives.
Alright,
Hmm.
thank you. I'll be sure to save yours.
Yes, save mine first.
All right.
Unfortunately, you can't use a spell to compel me to do that, but I'll do it anyway.
Dang.
Yeah, and then if the party's ready, she will lead.
Mm-hmm.
Well, of course, a little on the side, it's like over there, okay, there,
Yeah.
that one.
Mercy is when you are ready to leave, so you can take them as much time as you need. Crew, is there anything you would like to do?
Right.
Not particularly. No,
Okay.
he's got kill away. Yeah, he's good.
Mercy is over here playing with this little wall, just jumping back and forth. Playing with her warforged. When she saw all that you guys are ready, she will come over here and she says, "It is quite a while to Landro. That is the name of our home. It is here, due east. Just go east as far as you can until you come upon Landro. Ark, do you remember Landro?"
Does he remember Landro? Like, he'll approach Mercy and say, ever since I got here, my navigation has not been the most accurate. I think north is... Starts spinning around. Oh,
That way. She
is it?
like she takes you by the shoulder and turns you around so your face is north. That is north. Distance can be tricky here, but direction should about be the same. Don't worry, Ark. You don't need to be emotional about such things. We have all suffered on the day of mourning. Landro is a colossus, just like so many others, but very special. If our creator was our father, then Landro was our mother. She is powered by something very special known as the Grey Matter Engine. One of its kind, and it was supposed to win us the war. But she is now stuck in the mountain, so be on guard when you enter.
Oh. So we must visit our mother.
So to speak, yes.
Oh. Does Arg know anything about Landro?
Absolutely not.
Yay!
Will
Yeah.
this no, go ahead.
Go
Tell.
ahead, Tal.
Yeah, Tell just asked Mercy. Mercy, I know that Glaive will be back tomorrow afternoon. Will we have time to get to Landrel and back before they arrive?
You see Mercy cocks her head and says, uncertain. Distance can be tricky in the Moorlands. Yes, Redcon, Glaive will be back in 48 hours. So,
Yeah, but
day
I'm
after
like,
tomorrow.
yeah. So
So she's like, uncertain. However,
Yeah.
if you do not return by then, we will pack up and run.
Tell feels a bit uneasy about that, but he nods.
Worry about us. We have done this many times. When she comes, we will pack up and run, and then come back when she's gone. We will be sad leaving this place, but we would rather do that. I hope you will find what you need in Landro.
So do I, Mercy.
I hope you find the peace that you are looking for amidst the brokenness of this finished war. It might only because my party and myself value your safety. Although you are trying to run and disappear, might have a piece of you so that I can find you whenever necessary, or maybe whenever you might need help.
Of course. You see, she goes over here and takes off her cloak, a piece of this purple ribbon, and she ties it around your wrist.
Thank you very much.
We will sing for you each morning.
That would be greatly appreciated. And by the way, do you know Ard? I saw you speak to him earlier. You seem to know him?
Who?
Ard?
Yes, Ark is, you would say my brother, in a way. We were made by the same creator. We had different functions, but we originated from the same workshop.
It appears our
I
creator
see.
used a bit more material when making you.
I am not a reassembly guardian. I am a guardian. I cannot get into all the small spaces. You are made for that.
It is good to know that I'm useful.
Of course. Landro would not function without you. But it is a plural you, many of you. I am sure you will find your answers in Landro. And when you return, I hope we can still be here and welcome you with better food. And then she turns to the organics and to Ark. Organics like food, yes?
I believe they do. I think. I've never tried cooking for them before.
I will try. I'm sure there are still more food around somewhere.
Perhaps
Have a
they.
good journey. Goes over here, you can hear she is instructing her Warforged to scavenge for food and ribbons for the next couple days.
Out of character question, do we need the docent at all, or is she protecting it?
Oh
I
yes,
believe
Out of character.
she did have one.
Out of character, I think it'd be good if we had at least one in our possession, just in case it turned out to be useful for activating anything. And then we can return that later when we're done.
She has not given you one, but she has several in her possession.
Oh, she has
And
several. Okay.
Yeah. If you
Um,
go into the windmill, there's a room with these docents on a table being polished and repaired, and a lot of clutter around, including another harp.
yep, harps everywhere in this
Yeah.
game apparently. Um, is Landrel where the engine is, or is that
Yes.
okay? Yeah, yeah.
So she'll tell you this one is Landro. So if you look at the big map, you are going here. This one stuck in the
Oh,
mountain.
This
This is
okay.
Landro, and
the
each of
mother.
these colossus have a name, so they refer to this one as Landro. As this is its name. Just like all the Warforged have names, the colossi also have names. And about Table, just to be clear, they did tell you this Landro is not powered by a docent. This Landro is powered by a otherworldly artifact that created the gray matter engine, and that is what made Landro so special.
Ooh, is that how you spell it? Landrell?
No, it's Landro. Just like this.
Ah,
And this is Landro, and the village you are in is called Ailos. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do this. Maha!
Um, oh, I thought it was revealing a secret name for the portal. It's literally just.
Ovo portal.
What do we call this magical device?
such a creative name.
Wow.
I like
this,
it.
This place is full of Warforged. It is what it is.
If that's the case, if they have multiple docents, I think she will like lean over to Cruel just for a second, um, and she will just not really whispering to hide from her or anything. She'll just whisper it in a hushed tone. She will ask Cruel, "You have been with them far longer than I have, and everybody has their best interests in mind. However, do you think they would be privy to us borrowing a docent, at least for Cruel's sake, if it'll help him in any way? He's coming home for the first time in his life, and um, we've barely found anything much for him. Not to take home, of course, but what do you think?"
I don't know that we can. Essentially, we're playing God with these souls. I don't know that Arg wants us to treat them as anything other than other souls. I think if he wanted any, he would speak up.
All right, that is fair. Thank you. Thank you for your counsel.
Walks over
I
to
will say
Mercy.
that I will say that our mission is greater than just our souls, anyone's soul even. If perhaps even one of these souls could aid us in saving the entire world, I think that's a bargain we ought to make. If Arg's okay with it, at least.
Of course, you will be housing the soul in the first place, Arg, if you feel at all comfortable now that the topic has been brought out.
I'm not sure. It could work. I don't know if I could house a docent. If I do, I don't know if it would still be me.
In that case, maybe let's ask for just one to keep but not use until, well, if the moment really calls for it, we can give it a shot.
I will walk up to the Mercy.
Yeah.
Mercy, what do the docents say of the matter? Have you informed them of the blades?
Of course not.
Why not?
I did not think of it.
Are you thinking of it now?
I am calculating. After about half a minute, she says, I will not inform them just now until this matter is dealt with. It also requires me to open up, put it inside, and then inform them and ask them one by one. They are in delicate state. Why do you ask?
I'm wondering if we need one to access Landro.
I do not know. Would you want to take one?
I think it would be wise to have at least one with us.
Cue the
For their
whole party.
guidance.
Sorry, cue the whole party like sliding into the background of the frame and just like nodding.
Yeah, that's
Nod. So, yes.
Arco, I would like you to make a persuasion check with advantage, please.
Yay!
Oh!
No way!
Very nice.
You see, Mercy looks at you and he says, I see. I do not want to subject any other to possible conflicts if you need a docent. However, you see, as she says, her chest plate starts opening up. She says, you can have mine. And slowly, gingerly, she reaches inside and basically plucks out this docent. You can see she shakes herself a little bit as her systems tries to accommodate for it, and then she hands it over to you. As the chest plate closes up, she looks at you and says, you have a docent now. You can go. I will wait here.
What is its name?
Mercy?
Oh my god. Oh no. I can't her
It's
soul.
literally her!
Oh no. Oh god. Thank you, Mercy. And thank you, Mercy.
She stands there,
Mercy.
looking at you rather unblinkingly, and then she turns around and walks away.
Oh dear god. Oh no.
Good job, Ark. Now we can murder her. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god. Can I just after realizing this, can I make like just a insight check of the other Warforged? Are they actually using docents or are they all like empty?
You can make a insight check, yeah. Hard to tell, but given that none of them have displayed a lot of character, they probably don't have a docent. They are similarly like you in a way.
I thought Arg had a misfunction docent.
Ark does not have a docent.
Ark does not have a docent.
Ark has a weird tape box.
Okay.
He'll walk back to the party. I think I have my sister's soul with me now. Shall we venture on to Landro and meet our mother?
Your mother.
Absolutely. Your mother, yes.
She's big enough for all of us.
Alrighty.
Oh god, this is... I did not expect it to just be her.
Nice job,
Yep.
Ark.
So wait,
How does that
mean-
work?
does
Does her
that mean...
consciousness linger? Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
Does that mean that the Blades were straight up asking for her soul when they came over?
No, they were asking for these docents that she's keeping.
Oh, okay. They didn't want hers. They want...
Well, they want to recruit her either way because they did offer her a position within the Blades, and she's like, "Nah, we're not fighting." But you can guess what happens next time she refuses.
Yeah.
As you guys pack up and get your breakfast. I mean, the other Warforged are friendly, but none of them display overt characteristics. They're just, scavenging for food. Occasionally, they will make a pile and toss interesting-looking things in there. Like that opening scene from Wall-E where they're just finding stuff and tossing it around. And they do, of course, show you the ways, as in they point east and just go due east, and you guys can set out as I put you guys back on the big map. Oh, let's not
Wahoo.
get kill away. You would have to go here, and at this point, who would like to take point and make a survival check?
I will assist Afanike.
Wise decision.
Wahoo.
My familiar Yara will fly overhead and take a watch around and try to relay all the information to Saren, who will relay it to Afanike.
All right. Your familiar can fly up, and given that this fog is like everywhere and the thickest of it is on the floor, your familiar would be able to see that you are at least somewhat heading in the right direction. So, Alphanike, please make a survival check with advantage.
Yeah, and as she's making the survival check, she's gonna be like, "Oh, I forgot something," and she's gonna snap her fingers and do the keywords for the bathtub to come flying by, and it's like, "I had her on part."
Ah, very nice. You did not forget it.
And Saren will instantly shed a single tear and say, "Oh, I missed you. I needed you so much when you were gone." And start patting down the bathtub. You didn't get scratched, did you?
Oh,
There's still this
Oh
very
God, did
big
she get
scratch. No, the scratch from when it was a space jammer and Ark wrecked it is still there.
No, I
Sure,
don't
she
know
would
what
look at Arg.
I don't know what you're talking about. We fixed that totally.
She draws her finger across her throat while looking at Arg.
oh goodness.
All right, as you travel on lighthearted today with your bathtubs, and I guess, are you all flying or are you all walking?
Or flying.
All right. As you all fly towards Landro, crossing the river was easy enough, and with that survival check, you guys can see that sometimes Landro sees like incredibly far away, and sometimes when your owl flies up, it seems closer in. And as about 2 hours pass, you guys realize you are going steadily uphill, which means the land has worked into your favor, as it has brought Landro a little bit closer to you. And I would need everybody to make a Constitution saving throw as you are steadily climbing up towards the mountain.
Oh,
On our
Nice.
flying accessories.
Never mind.
let's see. Elevation.
You don't have to roll, given that you are all flying.
oh right, we're flying.
I keep forgetting that this entire party is flying.
We're the worst.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. As you fly towards it, another hour passes, from what you can tell, and then another one passes. At which point, because the fog is so dense here, Saren, you hear a clunk as one of the little feet of your bathtub catches on a jagged rock, and you realize you guys are now on this mountain path. Before you looms the namesake of this place, the Mount Ironrot. And it seems whatever happened here has turned the earth into iron. It is hard, it is shiny, it is jagged, and some of them so sharp you think you can cut yourself on it. And on other places, it seems as if the mountain is bleeding as long streams of rust just falls down this iron hill, and stuck in the middle of it, half buried in the mountain, half of this entire colossus almost no longer visible. It seemed as if the mountain swallowed this gigantic colossus. And on the mountainside, you can see there are traces of blood, probably iron rust. And it also seems that on the mountainside are different caves. You can make out with your combined passive perceptions of 3 large caves that are in the same area as this Landro. One of which is about the area where you are, and 2 of them are higher up. Let me put you all on the right map. Grab your tokens.
All right. And as we're started seeing this gruesome scene, I think you'll be fine, right? I hope you didn't get banged up too much last time, but I think we're going into tighter spaces, and I think everybody might need a little more resilience. And she's going to cast a 5th level aid, but unfortunately, Cruel will not be a target for it this time because we're entering a really tight space. She's gonna hit Saren, Arg, and Tel instead.
Thank you, Alphanike.
No problem. It is my
Tel,
purpose here.
as you are the stoutest among us, I think you should lead the way.
Tell kind of excuse me, Tell chuckles. He says, "Hey, don't know about stoutest." Looking over at Cruel, but he says, "I'm still happy to go first."
Cruel and
then.
Ark. Before you go in, let me
Yeah.
narrate a little bit more. This entire thing, so half of this thing is like stuck outside of the mountain. However, even from afar, you all notice there is like a shimmering across all over this area, as if a shield. And the only area where this shield does not exist is this little cave entrance. And Tel, Saren, and Alphanike, you guys can clearly see there is a trickle of some sort of silvery grayish black fluid flowing out from this area and just spreading around and seeping into the ground. A very thin trickle.
Interesting.
Now, the
Yes.
question is, I can turn out dynamic fog. However, if we turn on dynamic fog, none of you can have any attachment to your tokens.
I'm okay with that.
That's fine
Yeah,
by
that's
me.
fine.
All right.
You.
Then put your dark vision in chat, please.
Saren
Ooh,
will
she's
look
gonna do the
easily at
thing where
Alphanike.
everybody gets.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank God.
right. I remember this is a thing I can do. We didn't require this while we were in the village. So you can give
Oh.
everybody Eyes of Night.
Thank you so much, Alphanike.
There we go.
Last session, yesterday, I was so blind that I had to use my familiar. So I appreciate it.
No, it's good. I'm glad to be useful here.
Phew.
Is Bin also in there?
I think we can. With willing creatures, you can see up number equal to my wisdom modifier, which is 5. So actually, no, Bin can't get it. No, Alfie already has this permanent 300, so we can get Bin. Yeah,
Okay.
because Alf has this passively.
Okay.
So yeah.
Let's just wait. Oh, Cruel put himself in the abyss. I see. Cruel, what do you do with Kiloe?
I tell her to wait.
Where about?
Before the crawl space.
Okay. Then, So Killoe is just staying out here, and as you stand before this crawl space and about to enter, you all see this thin trickle. And as you look inside, due to your dark vision, you guys can see a lot inside. It does not look like any sort of made things, but it is a natural tunnel sort of thing.
Can Siren scoop up a little bit of this trickle and see whether it's flammable?
Mm-hmm. As you touch this trickle, I will need you to make a con save.
Okay. That is a 27.
You feel, first of all, you feel this cold on your finger. It is extremely cold, so much so that you feel the pain going through your hand and immediately to your brain. It almost feels like a what is it called? A brain freeze.
Gotcha.
And let me see something real quick. Yes. You are resistant to psychic damage, right?
She is.
Then you take 1 point of psychic damage.
Okay.
Ooh, I think this is a good time to start using spells. First off, I'm gonna cast a buff on Arg, which shall be see invisibility, just in case.
Mm-hmm.
So that is 1 hour of see invisibility. And also, I think this is another good one to cast. Oh god. Does the see invisibility require things? Doesn't. Ew. Oh goodness, where is it? I'm sorry. Yeah. We have
What you
lots of.
looking for?
I have some. I got it. Where is it? I'm looking for. Okay, there it is. Arcane Eye.
Very nice.
As
In
Arc-
place of. Go ahead.
Yes. Invisible magical eye. As Art starts poking around at his own eyeball, and it poof pops out of his socket, and he just starts tinkering with it for a little bit, and suddenly this little tiny camera, orange beady little eyeball starts floating up. And
Oh my
poofs.
god. He's streaming.
He genuinely is.
Do you want to use perhaps Bin as your arcane eye for now?
Yeah, we'll use Ben as our arcane eye.
What is the vision range of arcane eye?
Let's see. They have a normal vision and dark vision out to 30 feet.
Alright, then let me change this on Bin, and then you can use Bin, because I think you can use Bin to move around.
Alright. In that case, in place of bin, I'll put down a regular woman. Oh, she's gigantic.
Just down.
Alright. As a temporary replacement.
Let me see. Oh, nice. All right. Arc, you have arcane eye.
Okay, and according to this thing, it can go through 1 inch small diameter gaps, which is actually pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, I guess it literally is just an eyeball.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. And it also gets affected on Killoe. Nice. Oh, yes.
A low strider? So who
Oh
has
yeah,
this-
I was just gonna ping you instead of
Oh, you
bringing
just
up.
cast it on Cruel. Perfect. Then it also goes for Killoe, who is not coming with us.
Damn.
I ought to mention to everyone, the substance on the ground is imbued with supernatural cold. It's my expectation that we'll face a creature that uses such means to harm us. Do be wary, please.
Is there a way to like investigate the goo?
You can touch it and make Arcana checks. Sure.
Okay.
I will touch it and make Arcana checks.
You did see Saren touch it and kind of wins from that one psychic damage.
True. True. However, he is a robot,
Mm-hmm.
and it may not affect him. Let's touch the goo and Arcana check it and figure out what it actually is. Is it like brain fluid, blood? Is it just kind of like I
Oh,
don't
wait, you know what? Actually-
oil?
Yeah,
Make
sorry.
so one
go
after
ahead.
the other. First of all, do a con save, please.
Oh my god!
Very nice.
Beautiful.
Once my natural
shit.
20.
If you don't do that one fails, that is actually a 13.
wait.
13 is still a fail.
Okay.
Oh,
which-
wait. There's no such
13
thing as a.
because-
We'll see what happens. What's the worst?
Yeah, I
that
mean, even with the plus 5 from crew, it will be a fail. And in that case, let me check. Oh, yes, it will be a fail. You will take 12 points of psychic damage as
Whoa.
Arg. Yeah, I rolled
I'm-
really low for you.
I must correct myself, everyone. It's not supernatural cold. It's supernatural destroys your brain.
Yes, it is. It's this brain freeze, and Arc for you, it's not brain freeze. It is the most excruciating pain that you have ever experienced, and you can clearly feel this is the lifeblood of a warforged. This is some sort of very, very special fluid, and some warforged does use some sort of fluid to power themselves, and this is that. However, its component is unclear as this is wholly unique. It does feel familiar though to you.
Would I make that Arcana check?
No, I would say this is just what you get immediately. Because this is familiar to you. If you want to know more, sure, go Arcana, why not?
Yeah, I want to know more after I just took like a lot of damage after I touched the bad goo.
And I think as Arg is realizing that this is his blood, Siren's like, this is a potent substance. We should harvest as much of this as possible.
Uh-oh. You know, maybe it'll come in handy, she says, not knowing that this is Warforged blood.
Yeah,
Oh,
Arg's,
yeah.
Arg's reaching down to it, he touches it, and he just starts seizing up really horribly.
Yeah, what did you roll on your Arcana? Oh, 28.
28.
28, you have already taken the damage. As you look at it, prolonged contact with it will repeatedly siphon whatever energy you have, as in, for each turn you're in contact with this fluid, you will have to make the save and take the damage. You can also know it is extremely, extremely dangerous for organics. You have an inkling that this is some sort of animation fluid, which means it powers a Warforged's movement, and it is the Warforged's blood. And for a humanoid, it will probably animate their bodies, even after death. Yep. And because you rolled also super, super high, you have an inkling that a Warforged's essence exists not just in machinery, but mainly in such fluids. So this fluid is sentient.
Oh god, can you like communicate with it at all? Or no?
You think maybe it is probably aware.
What?
Oh boy.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, boy.
Arg's like,
Living liquid.
Art's like shuddering and touching
I'm-
it for a second, and then lashes his hand away. The hand's like kind of a little corroded and steaming from the goo. I believe this goo.
Time to check this into bin.
You guys, as you start speaking, you guys hear Ark speaks only in ones and zeros now.
Oh.
Exactly.
Oh
However-
boy.
Uh-oh.
Saren will sigh and begin casting telepathic bond.
Oh my god. I speak Modron, everyone.
He does. Do you think healing magic will help?
Tell us, like, should we
Uh,
try percussive maintenance? And like
Oh no!
reaches over like he's gonna hit him on the head.
Oh no!
Oh my god. Kratua, what if Ben touches it? What if Ben touches it, Kratua?
It's been a creature? Then
Yeah.
Yeah, Ben is a creature.
i-
Oh
is
no!
this-
Please
God.
don't give Ben telepathy, please, I beg you. I don't want to role. I mean, if you want to roleplay Ben's telepathy, go ahead.
Oh my god, I will. I will roleplay Ben's telepathy.
Uh,
Yes, kill away as well! Kill away!
Killaway can now
Oh,
chat
good.
with us
Oh boy.
because you don't need to share a common language. So, ask any questions you have, I guess.
Oh no! Oh no! What is happening?
Killaway, what's your favorite food?
Liver.
Oh. Okay, well, let's go in now.
Does anybody else want to touch this fluid?
No, man.
No.
I don't want to become a zombie.
Tell would like to maybe bonk Arg on the head with his fist to see if it helps with the ones and zeros.
Dial up tones.
Bing bong, bing bong.
Inside your head. Oh. It appears this thing has damaged my voice modulator. Do not touch it. I'm kind of certain it's sentient.
Interesting. Well,
Everything is alive.
Oh, Alphanika,
Our
you should probably
location-
Alphanika, you should probably not be standing there.
Right. Okay.
She's,
Yikes. Okay.
she's in the middle of it.
if this fluid also possesses sensory properties, our location may already be known. We should approach cautiously. Ark, do your eyes see something?
I guess we'll start walking in with
You
the
start
eyeball.
walking.
The
I think the
eyeball.
eyeball can walk like away from you, right?
It says it has a range of 30 feet, and that's it. I think. But it's
I
more
think
for like
I'm-
I
going.
think it's when you create the eye.
There's no limit to how far away from you the eye can move,
Yeah.
so unlimited.
It is like the perfect scouting thing.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we'll send it on in.
You guys can see what the eye sees, right?
I guess Ark can, yeah.
No, I mean
And they
you
can
guys on the
telepathically
map.
relay it.
You,
Oh,
you guys
yes.
on-
Oh yeah,
Yes,
we
we
see
can,
it.
yes.
perfect. Then Ark, you just can tell them that you relay it, and everybody can look at the map, and there's no metagaming. So the
Perfect.
first room that you come across is some sort of like a entry chamber, and over left from right you see soldiers, each of them dead on the floor.
Ooh. Can I make like perception checks using the eye, or I mean I don't think I can make investigation, right?
See, no, but perception, yes. Also, Saren is walking in.
Face
So wants to just hug the walls, so now we're not obviously like outside. In the open.
Yeah, you can make a perception check with the eye, Arc. 21, yeah, you see several dead bodies over here. One thing that jumps out at all of you is that none of them, not a single one of them, had combat wounds on them. They all
might-
wear the same regalia, as they very clearly seem like a single unit, and none of them has combat wounds, but they are all dead.
Do they appear to be doused in the fluid? Like, are we concerned that they might be animated?
Not that you can see from where you are.
Gotcha. Telepathically, so you'll say, everyone, we might want to entertain, well, putting some of these bodies away, perhaps in bin, until we finish this little excursion. There's always the risk that if the amount of fluid being output here increases, that we may suddenly find ourselves surrounded by dead bodies, animated and aggressive.
A practical choice.
The weird, very pretty Ben approaches Saren and says, in her mind, I live to serve.
Oh, I should not have done this. Oh dear.
Oh,
I regret
no,
everything.
please.
Oh dear.
yeah. You stand among these corpses. No, Alfie, stop!
We begin feeding the corpses to Ben.
Oh god.
You do?
I think in order to prevent them from reanimating, as like a precaution, we can either just take their weapons or try to fit all of them into like actually Ben.
As you step closer, I mean, let me see. Saren, you don't notice anything strange.
Mhm.
As you touch the first sword lying on the floor. Wah, wah. You can see as soon as you touch it, you can clearly see none of them has this fluid on them. However, the sword rises from the floor almost as if someone is picking it up.
Oh no.
Everyone, the swords appear to be animated to life.
Yes. Over here, another sword animates as it seems to be picking up and almost with a sighing sound like a reverse moan. You see this soldier rises up, but his body is not moving. It's his armor that becomes animated.
Interesting. What an interesting phenomenon, Saren says, turning to back away and leave.
Well, unfortunately, we are in combat. Let's roll some initiative.
Womp womp.
Wah, wah. Wow. Yeah, you go first, Tel. For sure.
Yeah, I think Tell, seeing all of this stuff and hearing them say that everything's coming to life, and seeing Saren kind of at the front, he's gonna like, sort of like push his way past Saren and Arg, is using 10 feet of movement, and seeing, you know, there's one right here next to Saren. He's just going to attempt to swing his rapier at that animated sword.
Somebody is clearly making an on guard movement at you.
Yep.
Except there's no hand there. Just
Yeah.
the sword.
Tell, this is not the first time Tell has encountered animated weapons, and so he's kind of excited to fight them. Here. Let's sneak.
God, I love how the combat I love how like Saren pokes it. Gratua immediately puts combat music on before he's finished describing it. Oh no.
All right. With that one expert stab, you you cut this thing, like you cut it so expertly that the binding of this weapon pulls apart. You can hear a shatter sound as the grip and the blade separates, and this thing shakes a little bit and clunk clunk onto the floor. It is vanquished. It's an animated sword, and tell you. Why do I even bother? All right. Anything else?
I think he'll move over. Is this the only stuff that's moving? Is anything up here starting to move?
Nothing. Just
Okay. Yeah, he'll kind of step around over here, and then that'll be
All right.
10. Yeah, that'll be it.
All right. It is their turn. I kind of regretted that Bin is so up our head because they are not particularly smart. At least the weapon is not. So it will attack Bin.
Let me put their AC in. 15 AC.
Oh, right. Then one of them actually hits. Bin takes 14 slashing damage as the new paint job that you've given Bin becomes scratched. Over here, this one will just go 1, 2, and was actually trying to hit Saren until it came upon you. So it will switch target and hit you instead. Or attack you at least. Oh my god. And for some reason, it is really bad at it, and you see this magical longsword, because it's just a piece of armor that is animating, so the longsword is almost entirely made out of magic, just goes over your head as if it has miscalculated how tall you are. This one will go for Tail, because Tail's there. Ooh, would a 24 hit you, Tail?
Yes, that does hit.
Wonderful. The first one completely misses. The second one does 7 points of slashing damage and 3 points of force damage.
So 10 total?
10 total.
Okay.
You see they make some sort of gesture like, to war, but there is no sound except that sad backwards moan that they do. Alrighty, Saren, you're up.
I appear to have awakened them, everyone. My apologies. She begins running away. Then she'll raise her fingers and snap them and cast a fireball.
Fireball?
Yeah.
Oh, right, I was
That's
like,
a-
Tails right there. Never mind, you are,
Evocation.
Yes. A
Alrighty.
blasted fire will emanate in this area, and it will deal 20 points of fire damage against DC 20 Dex.
Alright, let me see if they have resistances. Of course not. 2 of them hit, as you know, it's a very, very nimble little sword, and this one being a little bit further away, just like steps back a little bit and saves. But this one totally gets burned for 20 damage. Wow.
And none of the other bodies appear to be rising, right?
None other.
Okay, great. And Saren will just stay over there. Actually, you know what? She should really help people flank. She'll wander in recklessly into the middle of all of them.
Wow.
That
Okay.
helps with flanking, right?
Oh boy.
Is that how that works?
Yeah, for some of them, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Tell
Yeah, sure.
That is a chess move.
Tell's eyes go a little wide. Is like, Saren, what are you doing?
It's okay. I've never been hurt in my life, and I never will. I'm a god.
Oh goodness, Aaron. What's happening?
Is that a
it
challenge?
humor or humility?
Yeah.
I can't tell anymore.
I think the gods might have been listening when you said that.
I was about to toss Ben in there. Oh my goodness.
Alrighty. Perfect, Saren. I like it. Any bonus action?
That's it. Guilty.
Alrighty. Elfanike.
Oh my goodness. Yikes. Alright, first of all, we're going to move over here. We're just going to position ourselves there, and then we're going to cast a first... Oh, we're going to do a second level bless. Cast bless... Else there's 2. And we're going to cast a second level bless, and we're going to target Tell, Saren, Arg, and Pool on this one. And as she sort of like takes out her what was previously mistaken for as a symbol of the Lord of Blades, actually a symbol of the Shadow Judge, she pulls it out, and all of a sudden the steel that sort of like surrounds this area starts to like crumple apart and sort of like go around her allies as they sort of like protect and help dish out more damage. Yeah, and with that, she's gonna move back again. Saren, are you gonna be all right?
I am certain that none of these silly creatures can hurt me. She says, I don't know, like, tossing her hair.
Nice.
All right, as she reaffirms her stance, she's gonna step back and let Cruel charge on over, and that will be EOT.
Wonderful. Crew, you're up.
Then Cruel will charge on over.
Yes, sir.
5. And
You have 40 feet of movement, I think. Because of Longstrider.
Sir.
And I will strike this guy twice. At least.
I was like, haha, let's see if you can hit. As you start to attack, they lift their, magical glowing energy sword to block, and then in the other hand, a really high-tech shield start to form. However, you expertly pass both of them and hit them twice for 27 damage. Nice. The body inside is like not moving, not animated, and really, really dead. The armor is now crushing it even more.
Okay, so I'll use my bonus ham attack.
$19 does not hit as
Okay.
it does blocks it. Very nice.
And that's the turn.
Perfect. Arik.
Yeah. We are gonna move right here in this little corner, crevasse, and stab Siren? Kyron. Siren Warrior 1. Twice. With advantage and bless. Woohoo.
Oh my God.
Alrighty. With that, you stab into it and destroy it utterly. As you can see that you stab it in the joints, then the pieces of armor start falling apart, and this body inside just drags it down as it lands on the floor.
Fantastic. We need to get some flanking going, so we are gonna go, let's see, it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and oh goodness gracious, Ben! What can Ben do here? Bonus action, Ben! Who's... Why'd you choose this token, Saren? Why?
Ben, it's like, my
You're
kill
welcome.
again.
I must get the kill. Oh.
Can I move? I'll move Ben temporarily here to get advantage on their attack, and then move him there afterwards.
Sure. Alrighty.
11 force damage.
You may add 2 more kills for Ben.
Oh my god.
Nice.
You hear in your head, yay.
Yay, I have done it. Another one for the pile.
And we'll move Ben a little bit more, like right there. And that'll be the end of our turn.
Alrighty.
Telepathically, Saren says to everyone, I am so sorry. I didn't know this would happen. Alright.
I'm also surprised. I do not remember programming that.
It's evolving.
I am imagining that Ben is not speaking, Ben is singing.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Alright, Tel.
It's like
You're-
Bumblebee. It's like Bumblebee that only uses like radio lines.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I
just
know, I
radio
love
radio
it.
clips.
That one bites the dust. Alright, Tel.
Tells.
Can you kill it? Can you kill it? Because if not, I'm gonna use it to attack Saren.
I mean,
Oh.
Tel's gonna try to kill it. Booming blade, Less. Flanking is advantage, yeah?
Yes. Oh boy.
That is
Oh,
a 26 for 33.
all right, 26, 100% hits. For 33. It's still up.
Hang on. Hang on.
Smite, smite, smite.
Well, so funny enough, I actually do have Wrathful Smite, but I think I have to declare it before the
Ooh.
attack.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah, I have to declare that one before the attack. Dang it.
That would have been so cool.
Let me see. It's also only 1d6. Like, I don't know that would have
Cal.
gotten there.
Now
Huh?
you also remember, as you hit it and you want to do more damage to it, you feel a tingle in the palm of
yeah.
your hand.
Yeah, that thing.
Oh no.
Did I put that in my...
I think it's in our DMs and also pinned.
Did I put it in my actions? No. CC charm.
I mean, it's probably not super useful, but as you want
I'm
to
doing it.
do damage. All right,
Ooh.
you do it.
Yep.
All right, as you do it, you guys see the hand on the tail, the one with the mark, start to wither for a moment, and it stays that way. It looks like an old, decrepit zombie hand, and there is like a black smoke coming off it. That smoke gets drawn to your rapier, and it becomes also enshrouded in this black smoke. And tail, you feel so damn powerful, and a murder is on your mind. Ooh. All right. It's super cool. Don't forget your bonus for the next minute.
Yep.
Alrighty. Which means it comes to its turn. Oh, now I have to decide. Attack you because you look super inviting and spooky, or attack Sarah because she challenged fate.
I did just hit it. You know what?
Yeah, you did just hit it.
I'm a living god!
Yeah. It was kind of taunting it a little bit too.
Yeah, okay. You know what? Tail, make an intimidation check. A free one. 19, alright. Challenge accepted. It will turn towards you and attack you twice. Ooh. Ooh. And you, with almost as if this black smoke is guiding you, you can feel your hand moving in just the perfect position to parry its very expert strikes. It did roll a 21, but it doesn't make it. All right, Saren, go play God.
Saren looks around and says, "My god, the only person who was hurt from my maneuver was Tel's hand." Alright, she will... What did she... Does she have cantrips? I guess in theory she has cantrips.
I hope so.
Alright. If I were to cast a summoning spell, would that creature go on my turn, or would it roll its own initiative?
I'll go after you.
Okay.
Depends on what kind of summoning spell you're making.
Yeah, Saren will cast a Spirit of Death and make it look like a ghostly Saren who has immaculate hair.
Oh no.
Ooh.
How long does that thing last?
It lasts for 1 hour.
Oh, nice.
Let's see. Okay, and then that'll be the end of Saren's turn, and I'll put a ghost Saren on the outside. And Ghost Saren will make a couple strikes.
Alrighty.
And let's see. My apologies. I believe it's my spellcasting modifier, so for the attack roll, I'm just going to use a firebolt. Alright, that's a 29 to hit, and then a... Let's see... Oh, you know what? Sorry, it has advantage because of its...
It has advantage
timing.
against its haunt creature, I think.
Yeah, so these are bonus action to haunt it, and then another firebolt. Roll fast. Alright, that's a 29 hit and a 22 hit. If
They
either of
will
those-
both hit for a total of 14 plus 9 is 23. It's still
so-
up.
Let's see. Oh, sorry, those were damage rolls for firebolt. I have to pull up the actual damage.
Oh, okay.
And yes, sorry, I haven't cast very much before. Okay, that's 2d8 plus 14. Okay, 2d8 plus. That is a total of 19 points of damage.
Yes, it is still up.
And then Saren will look at Ben and say, "Do it." Guilty.
No! It's Alphenika's turn. Thank God.
Ben curtsies.
Oh goodness. Well, it'll be fate if he doesn't survive this. We're going to. Yep. Let me see if this command works. Cast, toll the dead, and then can anyone tell me what the snippet is for divine strike? It would just be divine, right?
You
Fine.
can't. You know what?
Maybe that'll work.
Smite. Use smite because that's also 1d8 radiant.
Smite. Okay.
Yes. That
As
is
DC 20
a
wasn't saving throws.
shit ton of damage for a cantrip.
Oh, you're right.
You.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, it's 3d12 if it's hurt at this level. As you ring its bell, like literally, you can see the head that is inside this helmet bursts, and this helmet starts to implode on itself like the Witch King, as it just, with that moan and screech, falls to the ground, unmoving. The cave becomes silent again. I know because there's a lot of things ongoing that last a minute, so you guys can stay in initiative if you want to keep that minute up. But for now, there is no more things attacking you.
Let's charge recklessly forward.
Actually, in fact, you see Tell like start kicking at swords and shields and armor on the ground, like clearly trying to wake something else up.
I'm gonna,
Oh, nice.
Ah.
I will move my Arcanine 30 feet.
All right. As Tell you charge ahead, you can hear sounds coming from this area, just on the other side of this funnel, this tunnel.
Which way? Sorry.
Towards the east, like right behind there, like as if some pebbles are being tossed.
Yeah. Are we still in initiative or?
We can keep initiative because there's a lot of effects going on. That is 1 minute. So you guys can move in what order you want. Just keep your movement to what is possible for your turn.
Okay, I was there, so that means 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, 30. And we'll have Ben here.
30.
And my eyeball's there.
Just to be clear, because this map is a bit weird, so this over here is like a wall that leads into a literally crawl space with this blood trickling down.
Oh my god, I
Yeah,
forgot.
I think
Dang.
Tell was kind of like kicking at swords and armor here, and then but I think now he's got his eyes down here.
Mm-hmm.
But this is as
Alright,
far as I
and-
could get in one turn.
Mm-hmm. I see you guys are over here. Crew moved up. Alphanike, you can move up too.
Ben
Actually,
action
dash.
dashes.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
same.
Yeah, I think maybe seeing that Tell would action dash as well.
Right.
Wow, this whatever this is it dead? I don't know what that is.
Seems
but
so.
I feel bad for it. Okay. Is it the next turn?
It is now the next turn. Let's start with Crew. Tell. Tell, you do also see, like, in the corner, propped half against the wall, is what seems like a warforge, both weapon lying by its hand, and one of its blades stuck through its shoulder into the wall.
I think
Clearly,
Tell.
a warforged.
Yeah. 30. Does it appear to be reacting to his approach?
Doesn't seem so.
All right, I think
All right.
I'm gonna action dash again to get right up to it.
Bonus action dash, I guess. As you dash
bonus
over
action
here,
dash, yes.
Perfect. As you dash over here, you see 3 Warforged standing there in the corner, one of them having a pebble in its hand, and the other 2 having weapons trained on this area.
Do I get shot as I come around the corner?
Yes, you do see you come over here going to this wounded Warforged, and you hear click, click, clack as 2 of them shoot bolt launchers at you. And with your expert, describe how you dodge it, as none of them would hit.
Yeah, I think Tell like comes around the corner, eyes on this one, but as he's like coming out and exposed, he sort of has that moment of like almost like sixth sense awareness as he sees the other guys, and he just sort of does that like half duck and slings his shield up and just catches all the bolts with his shield.
Very
Yeah,
cool.
that's cool.
Very, very cool. Which does bring us back into initiative.
Yay!
Damn.
All right, and it is Tell up or?
Yes, Tell, you're up.
Okay. Having just been shot at, Tell is going to shoot back. He's going to point his rapier at them, and he's going to Eldritch Blast. Which ones shot me, or was it all 3 of them?
It was Rack and Crunch.
Tell's going to shoot all 3 bolts at Rack.
Okay. Fuck this one particularly.
I'm not sure how to do the. All right, I'm just gonna do this. It's +1 for the hit rolls and +1 for the.
Damage.
I did that in our DMs.
Yeah, it's just cast Eldritch Blast and then +1, I think.
No, I think
Well,
it's that.
I have a snippet. So it's 23, 22, and 23 to hit, and then 16,
shit.
16, and 16. Look at that damage.
Very consistent.
Inverse
Also,
L.
also max damage on all of them.
You have
Yeah.
agonizing? Do you not? You have agonizing?
Yeah, that's the magic.
That's the
magical
+5.
force.
Yeah,
Magical
Oh
force.
my goodness.
yeah. So
Yeah,
it's
you
a,
guys
it's a
just-
snippet. So I don't know how to do the bonuses onto the snippet. So it's +1 for all that.
This is incredible as you just bam, bam, bam. Your eyes turn black. Similarly, when we were on the Lambert Zenith, and you see Rack is extremely hurt. Very nice.
Oh my god, he just.
EOT.
All right, Saren.
Alrighty. And looking forward, does the one that's pinned to the wall not appear to be attacking Tell?
No, he is not moving at all.
Oh, might be dead? I see. Okay, well, Siren will cast a fireball forward, but I do want to note that she'll be excluding Tell, as well as this Warforged that is not moving.
All right.
Yeah, so she'll just send it to the end of the quarter.
There's like one living Warforged right here we don't see.
Yeah. Right, cast. Boop. That is a DC 20 dex save and it's 32 points of fire damage as it bursts in this area.
All right, all 3 of them failed.
Right. Okay. And then she will step over here as her ghostly ally flies forward. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and it just kind of like peers over waves.
Alrighty.
And it will dash and go another 5, 10, 15, 20. It can turn the corporeal, so it'll just go behind all of them. Alright, that'll be
Alrighty.
Real sorry, real quick. Does Tell note if any of them have the symbol of the Lord of Blades on them?
Oh yes, all of them.
Okay,
All
good.
3 of them.
But not this one.
Not that you can see. Alrighty, which brings us to their turn. You see, Rack will immediately, he'll just run away.
Okay. The Spirit of Death will make an opportunity attack. That is a 17 to hit.
17 does not hit, as he is like sacrificing grace for speed, as he doesn't even try to dodge, and he just trusts in his plating. And 1, 2. And disappears around the corner. These two, you know what? Okay, they apparently, they don't provoke. This one is going to do the same. As they look at all of you, they seem to communicate with each other a little bit, and this one runs at least as fast as Tail does.
Interesting.
Seeing the second one run away, Tell's like, no, come back!
Alrighty, this one will, you see, he looks in past you, like in this direction, and then he puts his hand like up, upon his temple as if communicating, and then he too will, get out of here, which is very annoying to all of you.
Yeah, Tell this time he just yells like, fight me!
No. Oh no. Everybody's testing faith.
Like everybody is standing there going like, what the? And as he was like putting his hand to his temple and apparently communicating, Alphanike, because you are close enough and you do have the alert feat, right?
Yes, we do.
Perfect, which means you hear something move in this crawl space tunnel. So, for a moment, you were pretty sure you caught a glimpse of orange plating, and then whatever you saw retracts and moves further away down this tunnel.
Okay. Is it her turn or not?
Now it's your turn.
Now it is. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so upon seeing that, Alphanike is very concerned because she has seen this hyper-aggressive behavior before. However, realizing that we are not exactly much secure ourselves, right now she is going to, at the very least, 5, 10, 15 feet down this corridor, which seems to be of magical dark.
No, it's not.
Oh, no,
I
it
will
isn't. Just
cut it off
loads.
because this map is made a little bit different than the one provided to me. It is a tiny little crawl space. As in, not tiny, like you medium creatures will have to squeeze, and it goes gradually upwards, and just like 15 feet past this area, it winds up and ends in total darkness and out of line of sight.
She will speak through the Rory's telepathic wand. We have something on our tail here in the crawl space. What's going on over at your guys' end? I cannot see much. We might be surrounded.
All right.
Only running away.
Yeah, Tell will just say, they ran!
They ran. What do we do? Do we regroup?
Let's stay together. Safer in numbers.
Alright. And then she is going to... I think she's going to stay where she is now, for now. And she's going to hold the casting of Toll the Dead. And that will be EOT on her. And then hopefully the party convenes while she's looking at this weak spot.
As we addressed last time, holding a spell is also concentration, so Bless will fall.
Right. Never mind. We're not gonna do that. We're just gonna position ourselves here. Oh, yeah. We're just not gonna do that. We're just going to look down this hole, and if something comes up, we're gonna block its entry here. Yeah.
Alrighty, perfect.
We're also tempting fate.
I also love it. Like this, the party is super spread out. Oh, cruel.
Yes,
You're
I love
up.
this.
Oh, to measure. Oh, and I'll go. No, not just. I'm not moving my bless. Let's see. Thank you. 40. And then.
Ben blushes as you walk past them. Ooh.
Cruel doesn't even notice. Bin's reflection doesn't even appear in Cruel's peripheral vision. It's like they're in different dimensions. And then Cruel will dash. 15 and then 25. And I don't have any bonus action dashes because I'm a lame paladin. And that's
All
EOT.
right. At
You're-
initiative 10, you guys hear reeking like from deep down the tunnel over here. And it is inhuman and absolutely terrifyingly loud, and it sounds really weird, and it echoes down from this corridor and start to fill the entire cavern, this cacophony of screaming, and almost as if in reaction to that screaming you start to hear banging noise from down this tunnel.
Is it like angry screaming, scared screaming?
It's what's your passive insight?
Really high. 22.
Neither. It sounds not human. And then now that you listen to it, it doesn't even sound like a humanoid scream. It just, in the first instance, sounds kinda like a scream. It's noise. But this banging over here is clearly made by large fists.
Coming from the hallway down here by Saren?
Yes.
Okay.
So screaming coming from down where they went,
Screaming
and
this
banging
way,
from
banging this
from
way.
over here.
Okay. Who's up, sorry?
Now it's Ark.
Yay!
Oh goodness, there's so many times. We're gonna probably action dash as everyone else is doing.
Why don't you just make your token a little bit bigger so you can actually grab hold of it?
No. You can also lock the bless token so that it is
Yeah, I
attached
need it. I'll
to-
do that. I'll do that.
Mhm. Yeah.
So yes, we'll go up to here. Yep. And I guess bonus action Ben, I'll send Ben down there to go check out what's going on. He has 40 feet of movement. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
You
And
see,
I'm...
Bin stands in front of what seems like a. Oh, let me give Bin vision. What seems to be a makeshift metal wall jammed between two walls, and it is bulging outwards towards Bin. But you don't share Bin's vision, so no idea. You don't see that.
Ben, attack something, please. Actually, I don't think it works like that.
Bonk.
I guess I'll use bonus action Ben dodge or something. Yeah.
Okay.
No, he dodges automatically. And that's all we've really got in EOT.
Wonderful. At which point, just so Tail has something to fight. After this, this piece of metal flies outwards, and I need Ben to make a dex save.
Oh no! Oh no! What is that? Oh
What are those?
They're unattractive, that's what.
What?
I mean, you wanted
Not
something
always
to
things.
fight, didn't you?
Well,
Okay.
You
Ben,
earned the resource.
Ben would have advantage because he is dodging, I think.
Mhm.
And this is a dex save.
Yes.
Okay, cool. 1d20 plus 1.
Bin will take 6 bludgeoning damage and get pushed 5 feet as this door just flies off the hinges and this thing starts moving forwards, followed by more. They are these large, gross out soldier that seem to have some sort of metal embedded in its skin, almost as if their body started growing around the skin, each of them salivating and red in their eyes and extremely aggressive.
Cool. And how much damage has been taken?
6 bludgeoning. Yay. Alrighty, with that, we move on to Tell. Tell, you hear monsters over here.
Yeah, Tell's gonna go running that way. 5, 15, 20, 25, 30-ish.
Oh, hi, Tell.
Can I see this one?
Yeah, you can just see it. It has, I would say, 3/4 cover, but you can see it.
Bonus action.
True.
I'm going to bonus action dash.
Okay.
Smart.
20. And then
Nice.
then stab.
Alrighty.
And you get sneak because Ben's there. Yay.
I mean, I could sneak anyway because I'm a swashbuckler.
True.
28 for
yes.
38.
Hell yes. With your stab in there, I mean, it feels very nice, and it is a huge stab wound as you see this blackish ooze.
It's actually
blood.
39 because I forgot to put my +1 on there.
Alrighty, 39. Also remember, like, on each of your subsequent turns that you do extra damage.
But isn't it just the +1? Let me go back and read it.
No, from your blade, from your weapon.
Oh,
Remember,
yes.
you
Yeah,
have the
they
weapon of
get.
wounding.
I have to roll the 1d4 on their turn. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, you see that, like, they have kind of thick, dark red blood oozing out of it. It's pretty gnarly. Alrighty. That was your turn, and Saren.
All right. And Saren will telepathically relate to the others. All right, everyone. Do you want to know what's on the other side of that passage and go forward, or do we want to take these guys out first?
What guys?
This doesn't concern you, FNEK. Oh, get over here when you can.
Okay.
Yeah, and so saying, Saren will kind of wave out her hand, and a small white sphere will coalesce at her fingertips and go lazily from, and go right up to Tell's eardrum, and then go as a fireball detonates.
Ooh.
Yeah, let's stick with the classics.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, it's fireball. And that is DC 20 against 30 points of fire damage.
Alright, can you put it on the map?
Yeah, sure. Let's go ahead and get that down. Props. Fireball. And that is radius 20, so oops. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I should need to focus on this tile. And then yeah, like so right next to Tell. It will detonate.
Alright, as you tell, you can see that, like, there's at least a third one in here, and they are all trying to dodge away from the fire, but there's just not enough space for them as they all fail and take 30 damage.
30 points of fire damage. But yes, Saren is asking whether we prefer to take these guys out first or continue advancing. If anyone has any input, otherwise I'll just do whatever I want.
Tell will say that he wants to kill these monsters.
Okay. In that case, Ghost Serum will go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 with the incorporealness. And will afflict this soldier down here with the haunting.
Okay.
So that it is now going to have to make a save against frightened at the start of its turn. And then we'll go ahead and attack twice. That is a 32 and a 25.
Against the same one.
Against the bottom one, yeah.
Alrighty. Then it will hit for.
Okay.
Let me see.
And the first one will be a crit, so I'll roll another d8.
Yep.
Alright.
Holy crud.
Tell me the whole damage, please.
Yeah, let's see. That's 15, 24, 32.
32. Alrighty.
Mhm.
Perfect. Oh,
And that'll be
ready.
EOT.
All right. At this point, you guys hear shrieking coming down from this hall as well, and continue some sounds over there, and nothing else. You do know there are at least 3 of them running away. Over, which brings us to Elfie. Elfie, there's a lot of sounds and fireballs going around over here. Elfie?
Sorry, when I'm on a different tab, I forget that you guys can't hear me. So yeah, I was looking at Owlbear. She's still concerned about their flank, but so what she's gonna do, she's gonna trip herself up, but she doesn't fall to the ground. Instead, she starts to levitate and fly. Maybe, actually. What's the lighting in this?
Darkness?
Perfect. Perfect environment. She's gonna activate Steps of the Night, which means that she gains a flying speed equal to her 1 speed for 1 minute.
Nice.
So she's gonna start to fly. And she's going to activate what do you call it again? A Sank? There we go. She's gonna start to prepare Sanctuary. And yeah, as all of a sudden the rocks and errant steel around her starts to form into a 4-armed steel entity without any real distinguishing features. And then she's gonna move up 30 feet. Mm. 6 feet over there, but she still has her 6 feet over there, but she still has her eye on that opening just in case. Just constantly pointing her finger at it, even though she isn't casting anything. And that'll be EOT, and she's gonna generate temperature.
Alrighty. Which brings us now to their turn. Well, lucky you. There. 3 of you.
Ben will use a reaction to make one attack from this guy at disadvantage.
Alrighty. He is not attacking. He's using a feature that requires a saving throw. As this one pushes himself like over here and glares down at Saren. This one goes like up here and glares at Ghost Saren. This one goes
number
up
2
here.
will need to make a saving throw against DC 20 Wisdom or else be frightened.
It is immune to frightened.
Okay, then it's not frightened.
Yeah, because there's just not enough sentience there to be frightened. They are going purely on instinct. He's like glaring at this ghost almost like in a duel kind of way. Meanwhile, this one from behind, like baring its teeth, glares directly at Tail. I would need Saren, Tail, and Ghost Saren each to please make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, they're looking past Ben? How dare they?
But Ben hasn't done anything yet. I'm sorry.
Bless his saving throws, right?
Bless his saving throw, yes.
And then Soldier 1, the one that I stabbed. No, Soldier 3 is the one that I stabbed. Will take 3 necrotic damage.
Nice.
All right, and the ghost also makes 1, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. So...
Is this a charm effect?
No, it's not.
Okay.
However, Tell, you do see as they look at you, because let me draw the who looks at who. Like this, as they look at you, you do see like around your face there is a black smoke forming, very similarly like like a hex, which is a thing that they can do. Let me see. All right, everybody's saved, so everybody will take only 13 points of psychic damage, and that's it. And then they will each make a attack roll. Well, at least this one attacks at disadvantage at Tell, which is a 21 and doesn't hit. These two will attack Ghost Saren.
Mhm.
That will be a 18 and a 20.
All right, those will both hit.
All right. It is 35 points of bludgeoning damage and 24 points of bludgeoning damage.
Saren, it says your
Alright.
AC is 21 though.
No, it's against the Ghost Saren, the spirit of death.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yes. Ghost Saren waves her immaculate hair one more time and sheds a single tear and then dissipates.
Oh, wow, okay. Alrighty.
Hmm.
Tanked a bunch of hits though. Very nice.
Yeah.
That
good.
brings us
Good.
back to Cruel. Cruel, kind of unfortunate on the other side of this wall.
Yeah, it's gonna be a very fun game of movement.
I was gonna teleport you over if you wanted me to.
Well, let's see. It's going to be 20 action dash. Very sad turn for me.
Can you summon Kilowin?
Not on action, like
Gotcha.
like a 10 minutes, yeah. And that's my turn.
Alright, it brings us to Ark.
We'll telepathic bond or raise telepathic with Alfie. Alf, everyone's dying in a cave somewhere. Do you want to go there now?
Please, sure. Dear Lord, what's happening?
I'm gonna pull out the device of nefarious properties and use vortex warp on Alfie, and send her right next to Saren.
Greetings, Alfie. Give
perfect.
me hit points.
Oh, hello, sure thing. I'll do that. That is my purpose.
And a bonus action, Ben, bonk the goober in front
Oh
of you.
no!
It's okay, Ben just crits.
Not quite a crit, but good enough.
And this will like stay here and stand next to whatever this guy is. What's his deal? And that's all we do.
Alright, Tell. Stop!
Tell is just gonna stab the one right in front of him. Which I think is number 3, this one.
Yep.
Sneak somebody. Actually, you know what? Bonus action first. I am going to Spirit Shroud.
Oh, nice.
There we go.
Another D8. Nice.
Bless Shroud. So many words. 23 for
wall of
37.
text. Oh,
Nice.
24 for 38. Because I keep forgetting to add the one.
Yes. This one is not looking good as you just continuously seeping it of thunder, damage and damage, and I guess your spirit shot at this point would make do necrotic damage. Yes.
I think with the charm active, it would have to. Yep. Mhm.
Yes. Very nice. Very cool. Very cool. Alrighty. That brings us to Saren. Fireball. Come on.
Well, now I don't want to do it. So it goes 5, 10, 15, 20. From here, can she see all 3 of them?
Let me see. I would say this one, Soldier 1, would have like half, 3/4 cover from you.
Okay, yeah, that should be fine for spell effects. Looking at these guys, they do appear to be relatively low. Is that correct?
This one is really hurt. These two are okay.
Bloody hell. Okay, good. I will live to regret this.
Uh-oh.
Pass.
Oh
Standing ice. Saren will double tap her heals and go down to like where Tell is, / like where Ben is. And then let's go ahead and drop a Binding Ice.
Do you have the
Which-
movement for it?
Which she taps her boot speed. Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. And I think it's 20. That's beam outwards.
Con.
Yeah. And just like kind of zoops it over at them.
This
I'm
one
not sure if she'll get
failed.
all 3. Yeah. You know what? She'll go for these 2.
All right, then this one failed and this one saved.
Okay, great. And then she will just go back up here so that she is within hitting range. Yoti.
All right. Fail.
Siren
is-
gains 15 temporary.
Okay, great, thanks.
Okay.
Alright, in this way,
Alrighty.
let's lock in place with
Alfie.
ice.
Yes, this one is.
Ooh.
I'll put restraint on him. Elfie, you're up.
Yes, she is. She peeks over and sees the combat is happening. She hasn't seen Tell. No, she would have. She saw the necrotic damage from his spirit shroud when his friends and family who are now dead are helping him fight. Did that necrotic interact with these soldiers in any particular way?
No.
No. Okay.
Just
Then she's gonna
very
point at the
gnarly
soldiers.
necrotic damage. Mhm.
Ooh. Yes, sir. Cast. Divine, right? Yeah. Okay.
Smite.
There we go.
Better.
She's gonna cast.
Best,
Oh.
better use smite. Just roll another d8.
Sure thing.
He fails.
Perfect. And it'll take a total of 26 plus 6 is 32. Yeah,
32. Nice.
32. As all of a sudden, the tolling of the bells, his flesh starts falling off. Very gnarly.
Alrighty. That
Yo,
brings us to them. Tell roll the damage for this
Yeah.
one.
He's got 2 now, so
Does he get a save for it or something? How does it work again?
He has to oh yeah, so he has to take the first one, and then after that he can make a DC 15 con save to end the effect.
He rolled a 19 on the
Okay.
con.
So then he won't take these.
Alrighty. Which means, alright, this one is restrained, so this one will squeeze like over here. And let me see what range do they have. 15 feet. Good to know. Perfect. This one is again going to, you know what, look at you this time as you just try to wound him, Tail, and I'll need a wisdom saving throw, please.
Yeah. This was bless. And Cruel is here.
Okay.
All right.
Well, alright.
Alright,
I mean, it's still a 15, but I don't think a 15 is gonna say.
no, 15 is not a save, as you, because so enamored by this bloody rush and all of that, you didn't steal your mind just in time, and this warping hex that is on you, he does 26 points of psychic
Oh
damage,
no!
Dang.
and you gain 1 level of exhaustion.
Oh Christ!
Ooh, boy.
but
that
you
is disadvantage on.
Ability check.
Ability checks.
Ability checks.
Like initiative.
Yeah. Yeah, but not attacks
No.
yet, right?
Yes.
Just disadvantage on ability checks. Oh yeah, no. Attacks are ability checks. Okay.
Tell you can give yourself 15 temp HP back. Because Twilight Sanctuary is up.
Oh yeah, that's right. Thank you.
Alrighty. After that, he's gonna bonk you once. And does not hit. These two are both going to. They do not recharge their warping hex, so they're just going to go 4 bonks at Saren.
Oh, they have 10 feet reach. That makes sense. They're gigantic.
They have 15 feet reach.
That makes sense.
Okay.
They're gigantic.
So is this one here attacking at all that I could impose dis on one then?
He already attacked and missed Tail.
Okay, good.
These two are bonking.
You are
bonking
frozen
Saren.
in. Oh no!
Yes, very slowly though. Okay, 14. Let me see your ACs. 21. Nice. One of them would hit you.
Okay. So he goes, nah.
You wanna
do I want to
shield?
take it?
Do you want to take it?
How bad could it be? No, I'll take it. I mean, no, I'll cast shield. Why not?
Good
I've got
choice.
stealth slots.
Because he rolled a 20.
Probably
Wait,
30 damage.
he rolled a 26. Your AC is?
Oh. Oh, it's 21, so it still hits.
Okay.
Six miles. How bad could it? Oh!
Bonk! Oh my god. Indication. I hit Saren for the first time in the campaign.
Oh my
feels
goodness.
like. It is 21 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, that's actually fine.
Yeah, it's actually
Most
fine.
of that is
All right,
absorbed by FNK shield. Thank you, FNK.
that's their turn. Which makes us
Yahoo!
cruel. Go.
Oh, whoops, I forgot the HP.
Okay. Thank God I got here in time. Oh wait.
Wait, shit. Goddamn.
Well, I have reach on my spear, so I'm gonna just attack this guy. Just excuse me, Tell. One moment.
Oh god.
Ooh. Tail, do you want to stop Crew from attacking this one?
Yeah, if it looks like he's gonna hit the really weak one, Tel's gonna be like, Tel's just gonna pretty angrily say, leave that one for me.
Jeez. All right. Oh my God. What's gotten into?
Oh my god.
He's gonna move. To be 15 feet.
I love it that you're like, geez, and then you just push your way past Tail.
And then he's gonna attack the restrained. It's restrained?
He's
So
not
he
restrained, he
attacked
just has 0 movement.
Okay, so he's gonna attack it twice.
They will both hit.
Huh.
Very nice.
And
He is
then-
beyond bloodied.
Alright, then I will bonus.
I know you are very conservative with your resources, but do you want to smite?
I'm gonna smite my bonus pan.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Nice.
Alright, go do your crit smite then.
Oh dear.
Oh my god, is that a max damage bonus attack? Oh my god.
It almost, yeah.
This is crazy damage.
Yeah, I am. Just go a smite crit. Wonderful. And it's not quite dead, but I would say you hit it so hard you rip like some of the ice with him. That's how hard you hit this guy.
Okay.
He
And
is
that's-
very hurt.
So yeah, 2 attacks and 1 with the crit smite. That's good for me.
All right, Arg.
Ooh, beanie weenies. They got it. They're going fine up there.
Well, no
We're
one is
gonna-
shouting for life for now, so.
That is true. Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh god. Yes, we're gonna help the party out. They need some loving in there. Well, so yeah, we will first action command our arcane eye to move 30 feet, and we're gonna move it right to where I am.
Use action?
It uses an action to move the eye, sadly. So we're gonna move it right up here so we have a way to like look out here. Have some scouting, and then we're gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh god.
Oh,
We'll get
hello,
ourselves-
Ard.
Hello. Is everyone dying in here?
I think they're actually doing pretty well for themselves. Although, I think Saren just got hit.
Oh, that's no good.
Wounded.
Ben, please
Oh,
kill
no.
that one.
I'm gonna make Ben attack this one here with a bonus action.
You want? Do you want to stop him?
Which one has been attacking? Sorry.
This one, but they're both equally hurt. Like,
I think Tell will try to stop Ben, but probably not effectively because it's Ben.
Ben is so pretty right now that none of us can really stop her from doing anything. I mean, him.
Yeah, Ben does like a little curtsy at Tell and then punches this guy in the face.
all right.
Yep. What was a 14 hit?
No, 14 does not hit.
It's okay, Ben. That's all Ben do. That's all we do, EOT.
All right, Tail.
Okay, Tell is going to bonus action steady aim, knowing that
Hey.
he's feeling a bit exhausted. Hey.
You have advantage then, the attack.
Well, it would
because
give me
it's-
advantage, which would offset the disadvantage. So I would just
No,
be
it's only
attacking.
ability checks, first level exhaustion, so you're fine. The third level exhaustion
Oh, it's
is
third
attack
that's
rolls.
attacks. Well, no, I'm still gonna steady aim. He really wants to hit
Alright.
this thing.
Hmm.
You have elven accuracy, remember?
Oh no, I know that.
Let's get another 3-1-1.
Let's see. Plus EAV.
Holy crud.
Oh, and Shroud's up still.
Hey! Wait, that's
Hey!
actually... Oh, no, that's good, that's good.
Wait, where's the
Where's the
Where's
hit?
attack?
Oh.
where's the two hit?
Oh my god, you
It's just raw
overloaded it?
damage.
I do damage, DM.
What?
For a second, I thought the
Pure, it's
3-1
magic.
was the attack roll.
I was like 3, 3, 1, 2. That's low roll to
Where's
attack.
the? All right, I'm just gonna roll. So it's 1d. I don't even know what my modifier is. Plus.
Roll out 3d20 or whatever, because EA, BB.
Oh yeah. Actually, you can do EADV on regular rolls. Where are my weapons? Actions. Plus 11.
Nice.
All right, you need a. Yeah, you hit. Don't worry about
well,
it.
I guess I could crit fish, but it's fine.
Go
Crit fish,
ahead.
Crit fish, crit fish.
Do it,
Crit fish,
Yes,
of
yes.
course.
Fish,
For your
fish for it.
D20.
I love it that.
Hey!
No
Yep,
way.
there is one right there. So.
Roll
All
the
right,
damage.
4d6 plus 2d8.
8 plus
Now you're offering one by
46.
like 40 damage and not 20.
Yeah, another 46 and then another 1d8.
Nice.
Look at that overkill.
So it's an additional
Oh, damn.
40, so 71 total damage,
Holy.
please.
Yeah, that
You
is.
can feel on the full health.
Yeah, that is
Wow.
total overkill. As you draw your blade back, you guys see almost there is like a hissing sound as almost like for some reason coming from his left hand. And all this shroud, this black smoke, Tao looks quite unrecognizable at this point. As he stabs this thing so hard, it will go into the gratuitous violence and gore territory. So
Question:
Nice.
Does that end the effect when I have?
no, it
Okay.
does not end the effect, but you don't no longer feel that driving
Drive.
bloodthirst.
Nice, I like it. Anybody
Very
read?
nice.
Anybody read the Stormlight Archive books?
Oh yeah.
Is this? I am paralleling this to the Thrill, which is
Oh yeah.
a thing from those books.
Alrighty, very well done. Saren, you're up.
Alright, Saren looks at the enormous hit that Crow landed and the enormous hit that Tell landed. Says, alright, it's time to demonstrate my resolve. And it should just teleport to
There you go.
Here, I think, kills this guy.
Which one do you want Tail to hit? This one or this one?
Let's get rid of this guy.
Advantage, Tail.
Yeah. I don't get to do Booming Blade on this one because it's just an attack.
You
Yeah.
do get sneak.
I get sneak and I'm
And open
blessed.
accuracy.
Yeah.
You really don't need it, yeah.
All right. Oh man, what a rush! As another one bites the dust.
Yeah, Saren says, I've
Damn.
demonstrated my resolve, which is just Tel's resolve. I'll leave now.
Wait,
And
wait!
a
Before
mighty
you
team
leave, it's
effort.
gonna hit you. Sorry.
Oh, I'm in range. You're right. I'll just stay there.
Okay.
Alphaniki
You're
has a HP aura. Is that right?
Huh?
Yeah, you gain back 13 HP, temp HP.
Okay, so I can go 5, 10, 15, 20.
You cannot move past enemies.
Oh, that's right. I'm not a ghost.
Yeah.
Yep, that's true. 5, 10,
Like
15,
Sarah tries
20,
to move away, and then like nope, and move towards nope, and then steps over the corpse.
25. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Now I will demonstrate my resolve, which is just Cruel's resolve.
Alrighty. Alphanika gets to do something. I swear I didn't think you guys would make it here to be a chill. So I was like, this is a chill session, okay? It's not my fault. Elfie, you're up.
Hey, so we are going to peek in, I think. We are going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 over here. Wow, this is indeed a mess. We are going to cast, Toll Smite. Yep, and we're gonna point at that one guy, and then we're hopefully gonna destroy it and take it out so that this fight is done. It's not like any one of us here is bloodthirsty or anything. 31, DC 20, wisdom save.
It failed, and you see one of its eye socket pops.
Juicy. Anyone care to finish the job? It'll be EOT on her.
Alrighty. Then Cruel.
Okay. Well, I finished the job. I guess I will.
You can certainly try.
I'm at advantage.
You are at
Yeah.
advantage. You wanna smite?
Yep.
Oh wow, this is a good smite roll.
Let's do an extra D8.
No.
Okay.
It's just 2d8 from level 1.
Okay. And then I will bonus.
Wonderful.
And smite on that too. And I'm just tired of this guy. Oh man.
Oh man, this one is like swinging its huge club around. Alrighty. Alright. That brings us to. Did I skip its turn?
I think you did because it goes before me.
Yes. Well, I'm gonna take its turn now. Hey, it recharges. Who does it? You know what? I'm gonna roll 1d4 because there are 4 people here and he's really confused. 1, 2, 3, 4. Also, because you guys keep moving around and teleporting, it's really hard for it. Okay.
What about Ben?
Ben doesn't count.
Come at me.
Oh, that's Alfie.
it.
Alfie, as it looks at
Okay.
you,
Oh.
you see that that black smoke envelops your face. Make a wisdom
Oh.
save, please.
Oh wow.
Wisdom save +5. Never mind.
That's
It's
pretty good.
28. You will take 11 points of psychic damage, which doesn't even break your temp, I think.
I don't think so either.
And then it's
In
gonna
range to
attack
get
Cruel.
temp, by the way?
Huh? Sorry?
Alpha Nike, was I just want to check in if I was in range to get temporary HP from Alpha Nike.
Yeah, you were, but I don't think your turn. I think we should still be at 15, right?
I got
Well,
hit
look at-
once by one of these guys.
Oh yeah, okay. Then that means you would have 13 temp HP. I thought you still had your temp HP, so I didn't
Great.
message.
Yes,
All right.
yes.
It attacks Cruel with a 24
Yeah, that hits.
for 23 points of bludgeoning damage as it just bonks you once.
Okay. 23 or 24? 23 points?
23.
Okay. And attack somebody else?
It looked at somebody else and didn't attack them. It is.
Okay.
That's a. Oh, you have Sentinel. I forgot
Yeah.
about it.
I wasn't near anyone else before, but now I am.
Oh, I'm glad I rolled for you and not someone else. All right, Ark. Oh no! Now it's Ark's turn. Now I fear Bin might get kill again.
10, 15, 20. We're gonna share a space and attack twice real quick. Stab, stab.
Damn!
Today.
Damn!
That'll do it.
Not yet.
Smite!
Not quite.
Good. 30, move down
Don't
there.
smite.
Ben!
Oh my god.
Ben, you only crit. Ben comes on in. Does a 17 hit?
17 does hit. However, 17 does not kill it.
I make Ben smite.
Ben
Oh
cannot
my
smite.
god, you made
Oh, he can do a
Angel?
Jolt.
Another 7.
Oh my
Oh, no.
god! Everybody's bloodthirsty today.
Anyways, Ben will just move around over here. That's what we do.
Alrighty. Well, Tell.
Yeah,
Bloodthirst flow.
Tell will just sort of casually step over here, which I think would give him flanking with
You can occupy. Stop moving, Bin. You
Yeah.
can occupy Theron's space for a moment.
okay. Cool. Yeah, I was trying to figure out where Ben was landing. So yeah, I would
Aaron doesn't allow it. I'm just kidding. But
Alright, go ahead, Tell.
I'm sorry, it takes me so long to type out all of these snippets.
You should
No
just
problem.
make a alias for it.
Well, the
Yeah.
problem is that like it changes which ones I need when I have them all up, which I do right now.
I don't know this pain because I usually play character with like one trick.
I just have like 5 different aliases.
No, you're a kid.
Nice. That is crazy.
That
Wow.
is crazy. Like Tell, Tell is doing like some gory shit this combat. It's precise, but it is so gruesome because when he does it, he looks still poised and elegant as ever. But when he leaves and then you look at the corpse, you're like, oh damn. And
Wow.
that is so overkill. You overkilled it by 51 points.
Yeah, Tell is usually a little more like he doesn't relish in the killing, but right now he definitely is.
Oh yes, and with that, you did get all 3 kills, and it is the rush of this adrenaline and how sweet these kills. It frightens a little bit. You've never felt like this before, and you have enough understanding of what's going on around you to know that this is not you.
Yeah, I think.
However-
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. And after this kill and before, and you do see, you guys do see that this shadow start to fall off Tell as the left hand that you had start to regain life and return to how it was.
Yeah,
As
I think
combat
Tell,
over.
as that happens, like as the fight is over and sort of Tell sort of begins to come back to himself, he just looks down at the hand, and then he kind of like looks up at the party and he's like, I don't think I'll be doing that again.
That was amazing, but also a bit scary.
Yeah, I don't know if amazing is the word I would use for it. Saren, that was
Wow,
terrifying.
you ripped that guy apart.
Did.
Yeah.
I did, and thankfully it was apparently seemed to be somebody that deserved it. And he's kind of like like holding his hand out, and you can kind of see the mark of the eye on the back of it. And I think he kind of like looks around to like make sure there isn't anybody else like listening in other than the party. And he kind of says, "It was the boon I got when we went through the portal the first time." Sorry, over the table. When was it that we got these boons?
That was when we got to the shadow.
Yeah, when you got yes, when you were when you got sucked through the ritual and landed in the Shadowfell, that's when you got the boon.
Yeah,
I
yeah, and so
I was prepared that session.
yeah, so yeah, he says, I tried to tap into that power, and that was clearly a bad idea.
Wow.
I don't think I'll be doing that again.
Let's try not to use it if we can. Well, if we can avoid it at any cost.
He nods. Certainly potent. I don't like what it did to me.
Let's maybe save this conversation for later, though.
What were you saying, Cruel? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
No, he was just complaining that Tel was very rude.
Rude.
Vecna made me rude.
We may wish to continue forward as, well, those fleeing warforged certainly were going somewhere.
Oh, by the way, the shrieking is still there.
Oh, great.
Also, there's a weird shrieking noise, which is either from a giant baby or some kind of monster. So, yeah, let's take a look. And when we get back... Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, Arg would approach this guy on the ground and see what's his deal, if he's like dead or anything.
All right. When you approach, you see, it's hard to tell because he's a warforged. They don't really breathe. You can make a, I would allow a Tinker's Tool check. You know, warforged kind of feel the pulse.
And I can't use guidance or I lose my arcane eye.
With an 18, you can see it's unconscious. It's still alive.
Oh, then he'll give him a cure wounds, I guess.
All right. The shrieking is still going on. By the way, so this guy will return to consciousness very slowly. However, I do know that Rem has to leave in a couple minutes. So I think you guys like finishing up this combat, and this warforged is now awake with this silence that is continuously being interrupted by this monster or giant baby, and Tel coming down. Tel, by the way, you still have 1 level of exhaustion.
Yeah.
Coming down from your kill high with a level of exhaustion which is totally unrelated.
I think Tel might actually associate the exhaustion with the charm, even
totally
though like,
okay.
even though he kind of knows that like it came like the enemy did it, but I think Tel thinks that he got himself in a situation with which to get hit by something like that because of the like bloodthirst that this charm was driving.
Yeah, with that and Alphanikis, Twilight Sanction still up. Cruel is Cruel pouting about Tel being rude?
No, he is affronted. He's like, Tel? Rude? What is going on?
Right.
Like it's like even though he's a paladin and normally this would affect him, like, oh my god, Krul's being possessed by forces. No, I mean Tel's being possessed by forces. No, Tel's rude, and that's a problem. He's gonna
Tell's never rude.
Yeah, he's gonna sit him down. He's like, what's going on? I know there's possession, but let's talk about like your attitude. he has no interest just for its attitude.
Awesome. Elfiniki, do you have something that you would like to do, like at the cusp of this combat? Yes, guys, you definitely pulled everything in this area again.
Yeah.
Awesome.
At the tail end, I think Alfinike will go over, put a hand on Tel's shoulder as he's leaving to make a conversation with the Warforged, and she's going to cast Greater Restoration. She does have a diamond for
Oh
it.
yes.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Okay.
Greater.
Wow, Saren, that's a cleric.
Sounds like I
She
would
has
never
it,
have expended a 5th level spell slot for that.
And then she looks at her hand, which also has the symbol of Vecna.
Mm-hmm.
And then she'll just say really briefly to Tel, she's gonna be like, I know I promised you that while you are cursed, I would do everything within my current power to help you with your problems, with your pact, and everything, but she looks at her the symbol on her hand again, she's like, there are some curses I cannot lift, and I'm sorry that I can't help you with this new affliction. I can't do anything about it. I'm sorry.
Tell kind of looks at he looks at Alfie, who is still like crystalline, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And he looks kind of at you, like kind of looking you up and down, like sort of, that like looking at the fact that you're basically made of crystal currently. But now that he's, feeling relieved of the exhaustion, he says, no, Alfie, you're doing enough. You're doing more than enough. And I think we're all gonna need more help before this is over.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Right. And with that, we shall end tonight's session with the shrieking still downstairs go like the entire time.
Hold on a minute. We're busy.
We'll get there.
Stop screaming. We're having a moment over here. Wonderful. Then with that, we shall end tonight's session and continue next turn to see if you pull everything again. Wonderful. Thank you.
I'll just dream right here.
That's great, guys.
I have like a really big note on my session says, not chill.
Not chill.
Sorry.
Hey, that's what it takes. When the DM says it's totally going to be a chill session, like hours before the session starts, it's like, nah, we're heading to TPK territory, y'all.
I think our motto is now pull everything, explore nothing.
Yep.
It's okay. I still have Arcane Eye. My plan was to send it to the north and see what
that way you
thing
prepared
is.
it?
Yes, literally, because we're going to be going down, and there's like 2 paths. Okay, the eye can explore upwards. And I was just going to be like chattering on the side. Oh yeah, there's a devil upstairs. We don't have to deal with it. The eye's invisible. Up there's a demon. Up
So,
there's 500 creatures of death.
So the entire reason why you have an arcane eye is so the party doesn't need to explore everything, but you can still see every part of the map.
Yes.
Oh,
Both worlds.
yeah, that's
God.
very fledgling spell.
That's
Love
why
it.
the only high level spell I have right now is that eye. I could have used it to like summon an extra critter in the combat. No.
Oh, righty. This was fun.
Yes, this was a good one.
JD,
Yeah.
just sorry.
Thanks for hanging out, y'all. Gonna end the stream there. We'll catch you next time.